Good evening all and welcome to another video on All Have Ale. Tonight we are going for a beer from Brewdog. Which one? This one. It's the Triple Hazy. And Triple Hazy is a 9.5% ABV New England IPA. It's available in your local Tesco for I think £4 a can. And yeah, there's really not a lot of information on the can at all. Certainly nothing that's going to give me any clues as to what to expect inside the can. So we've had Hazy Jane. We've had the amplified version of Hazy Jane, which is now known as OG Hazy. The original named Hazy Jane is now a 5% New England IPA. I know it's confusing, but there we are. You know, so we've got 5%, we've got 7.2, and now we've got the 9.5% ABV, bigger sibling of the three. So yeah, without further ado, we're going to get it into a can and see if it's got any substance to it. So we're naturally going to pour into a Brewdog glass. The pour better be hazy. Oh man, it's really not that hazy. Yeah, let's just knock some of those bubbles away. It is what it is. I've been consistently let down with Brewdog, and when I see something that's listed as Triple Hazy, I expect it to be murky as hell. This has, and I'm looking up close, it's got things in suspension in the beer, you know, so it's clearly unfiltered, but there's really not a lot of haze. That is disappointing. Have a look up close, see if you can see what's in suspension. Probably not. I'm only recording this in 1080p, not 4K. And yeah, I just want to try and save me upload time. But anyway, you know, so it looks like a slightly less than average New England IPA. The head on it is dissipating quickly. It was about a finger. We've now got about half a finger of white head that is relatively consistent. You know, we've got a few bigger bubbles in there, but on the whole, it is what it is. So, 9.5%. Average looking beer. Does it smell nice though? Has it got some redeeming factors there? It smells alright. You know, you've got pineapple, you've got mango, you've got nectarine, you've got all the stone fruity things that you would expect in a New England. Yeah. There is a very subtle hint of booze. Not a lot, but it's very subtle. But mostly pineapple and stone fruit. So it smells okay. You know, and it's... You know, first impression of the looks, not good. Aroma, alright. See what it tastes like, shall we? Cheers. First thing that hits you is the body. It has got a good body to it, you know, it's nice and thick. It's a good mouthfeel. There is a hint of that pineapple, a smidgen of the stone fruit, and then booze. Lots and lots of booze. Second mouthful's just the same. I'm not getting any malt coming through. Certainly not in any big way. It's really, really far back in the flavour profile because it's just dominated by that booze. Which, you know, when I've said it before, particularly with the stouts, when I'm drinking a higher ABV one, I like to know that I'm drinking it. You know, I want a little bit of danger in that drink. I don't want it to just taste like juice and just go down like you're drinking an Umbongo, for example. This lets you know you're drinking a 9.5% beer. So, props to them on that front, but it's not particularly well balanced. I'm not getting any well-defined hop flavour. I'm not getting anything groundbreaking or world-beating or anything like that. It is what it is. And the finish. again, it's dominated by booze. And it's just a pure alcohol flavour. There's no real refinement to it. You know, on a lot of beers, including the original Hazy Jane, that had a nice, juicy aftertaste. You got the stone fruit and the pineapple just sat lovely on the tongue. On the rebrewed OG Hazy, nothing really to write home about. And on this one, it's just, yeah, disappointing. You know, so I think that last word that I used will kind of cover that for now. So we're going to get to saying this point in the video. Brewdog Triple Hazy. Would I buy you again? No, is the answer. I won't. Because it's disappointing. You know, and that word really does sum it up. It had the potential to be really good. They could have taken the original Hazy Jane, the 7.2, that was available in the bottles, that usually had a shit ton of sediment in it, and just boosted it a little bit. But what they've done here is just taken an otherwise average New England IPA and added a dose of what could easily just be isopropyl alcohol, you know, because that's the kind of boozy nature that you get. It's just a burn. If I wanted that, I'd drink vodka. I mean, it's not as strong, don't get me wrong, but, you know, that's the kind of flavour you get. It's just that neat, pure alcohol edge, and it's just, yeah. Would I pour it down the drain? No. Why wouldn't I pour it down the drain? Well, it's got a redeeming quality and it's got a nice body to it, and you've got a hint of the pineapple and the stone fruit, you know, so it's worth drinking in that sense. But, you know, I'll have to look past that booze that's just dominating the whole profile. You know, as I mentioned, there was pineapple, there was a bit of stone fruit, but that plays such a small part in the whole profile of the beer. I'm left wanting, you know, and the beer is left wanting. It's not very good. So it's not going to get less than a 1. I won't pour it away down the drain. Would I buy any in for any one of my friends to try? You know, would it get between 2 and a 3? No, because I wouldn't expect them to try it, and I generally wouldn't put beer in my fridge for people to buy that I wouldn't drink myself. So it's kind of telling you I'm not going to drink it myself very often at all. This would be the one and only. It's a one and done, so it's going to get between a 1 and a 2, because it means it's okay to drink, but it's not worth keeping in ever again, but it's not bad enough to pour it away. So where does it fit between 1 and 2? Well, right at the bottom. I'm going to be brutal on this one. I'm going to be truthful though. You know, it's really not worth much more than a 1, if at all. Is it really? Is it that bad? Is it nearly a drain pour? No, okay, I'm being a bit too brutal perhaps. I'm going to give it a 1.5 out of 5. You know, it's got a redeeming quality with a good body on it, and you've got that nice aroma, but unfortunately the taste is where it really counts, so it's going to lose most of its points for that alone. So there we are. Not a good one, I'm afraid, Brewdog. You might love it. If you've tried it, let me know in the comments section below. Speaking of which, down there are some buttons. We're at the point of the video where I'm going to say that. You've got the like button, dislike button, comment section, and the subscribe button. Choose any combination of them as you wish. And there we go. It's Friday night. That's been The Beer. I've been Nick, and I will see you again soon for another video. Bye.